Hey
Hi,
everyone,
everyone.
I am Loveleen,
And I'm Nasim.
and today is Wellness Wednesday. August, if you don't know, August is the Wellness Month, and we thought we are going to do something different. Basically, we wanted to share our thoughts, our understanding, our experience when it comes to wellness, self care, and self love. So, a little bit about myself first, before we dive into it. I'm Loveleen, as I said, and I am the founder and artist of Designs by Loveleen. I basically make art and lifestyle pieces to uplift your soul and sprinkle your life with joy and beauty. And up to you, Nasim.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nasim, founder of Find Love Within. I'm a Reiki energy healer, spiritual coach, social worker, and an artist. And my mission is to expand love and light into ourselves and thus into the world.
All right. So, Nasim, what are we going to start with? So, can I ask you the first question?
Yes.
Okay, because I know that how much self-love and self-care is integrated into your business and life. I would love to understand, what does wellness and self-care and self-love mean to you?
Yes. Oh, self-love has been such an incredible journey for me, and what really allowed me to come into the work that I'm doing. And to me, self-love and self-care is embedded into the umbrella of wellness. And wellness is the holistic, whole self, whole aspect of being well. And that is everything from what I'm doing for myself to where I surround myself in my workplace, with the people in my life, my family, and the resources that I have access to. And so for me, wellness is not just a one thing, one time thing, but it's in all the ways that I am feeding and fulfilling and serving my well-being and love for myself so that I can show up and be able to be that space for others.
That's so beautiful. So, was it something that you were understanding of this? When did it come to you? Like, was it since you were a kid, or it was the recent times?
Not at all. Not at all. This came to me about 7 years ago. As a social worker, I worked in the field of domestic and sexual violence for the last 12 years, and I was burnt out. And I
Mm.
was dealing with a lot of trauma that I was hearing from my clients, and I didn't know what to do with all that. And it got to the point where my body was yelling at me, screaming at me, and that's when I finally began to listen to her and began to understand that I need to take care of her in other ways than I've learned how to do, because it
Mm.
wasn't enough. And so
Wow.
that led me to the journey of going deeper and really understanding my body, my emotions, and also how to cultivate wellness and well-being in my everyday life.
Wow, that's so cool. And have you seen, because now wellness industry is, self-care and self-love, we hear so much about it, right, these days. So do you think that there's some things that we perceive as being self-care which might not really be authentically, or there's some things which we like take for granted which could actually be things we are doing to take care of self?
Yeah, I would say there are the ways that we have talked about and we have portrayed self-care, not to say that it's wrong or it's not the right way. Sometimes it's just not enough. Sometimes we need to go deeper. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're missing in these conversations around self-care and self-love, is
Mm-hmm.
really going deeper into ourselves and understanding ourselves and our bodies beyond just the massages and manicures and shopping dates. But it includes the stuff that we don't typically like to do, but that are important, like getting my oil changed or getting my checkup
Hmm.
from the doctor. Things
Really?
that we don't really think as self-care that bring us joy, but it keeps the body and keeps my vessel, whatever that is, keeps it going.
Mm. So interesting, because I always, it's amazing, right? It's basically our uh, not limited understanding, but kind of like a limited notion of what could it mean. But in actuality, like you're saying, getting oil changed, it's like, okay, it's getting oil changed, sorry. Like your car is your vehicle and you want it to be running smoothly in order to get to the next destination. And so it's, you don't want to be stand up on the road and call a tow truck. It's kind of like it's going to impact you and your energy and your time. And so all of these things, the physical things that we are surrounded with and which are a necessary part of our life, even taking care of them is taking care of our own self. That's so
Absolutely.
beautiful.
Absolutely.
So what would be, what is, I'm trying to think, what is not, if you have to say, what is not really self-care or wellness? Is there something, I have a thought on that. Is it okay if I share?
Yes, please.
So for example, I have come from thinking self-care and self-love is going on spa days and having a day of rest and, running for 30 days and then take one day off. But over the years, what I have realized and understood is that it's not what we do once a month or once in 3 months, which is as important. We do need a day off to just be and go for a massage and take care of, pamper ourselves. But at the same time, it's our daily habits that really, really make so much difference. Because if we are feeling yucky every day and we are complaining and we are, judging or criticizing for 30 days, then one day of taking care of the self is not really enough. It's what we do every day, not just in the physical environment, but even like the way we talk, what we think, basically everything.
Absolutely. Oh, you hit on such a great point.
Mm.
One, consistency. Really, self-care is about the consistent actions that we take daily, regularly, that allow us to be at our optimal best,
Yes.
not the one-off.
Mm-hmm.
And two, the way that we think about ourselves, the way that we talk to ourselves. So much automatic happens up here that we often don't even realize the ways in which we are living out our life through the ways that we're thinking, but our thoughts become our energy, become our reality.
That's amazing. Wow, we seems like we touched a lot, but we probably just covered the not even like one question, right? But what do you think? Maybe we wrap this first session of Wellness Wednesday. And is there a question that you would like to ask our audience, if whichever platform they're watching this video on? Would you like to ask something?
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. What does wellness, what does self-care, what does self-love mean to you? And what does it look like? We want to know.
Thank you. And with that, I would also like to share something that, as I mentioned earlier, I think I mentioned that August is the Wellness Month, and that's why we are doing this little Wellness Wednesday series. Each Wednesday, we'll be releasing one video, sharing our tips and questions related to wellness and self-care. In addition, I am doing something cool, I would say. Basically, what I'm doing is I have asked 30 experts who are in the field of wellness, who are coaches, entrepreneurs, basically who take self-care and taking care of self and wellness as a non-negotiable. So I've asked them if they would love to share their tips to me, so I can share it with you all. So if you're interested in getting one daily dose of wellness along with one of my doodles in your email, just hit subscribe. I will post a link to that, and then you will be getting daily dose in your inbox. So that's it. Thank you for watching our first Wellness Wednesday video, and I'm Loveleen.
I'm Nasim.
And we'll see you again next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.